What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man, and yes, I am back at it again, and I'm doing something that I don't normally do, which is talk about award shows and stuff like that. I don't do that on my channel, but the Oscars were a little bit of hit of a miss for me. But then, like some moments in watching it tonight, I was super overjoyed, and I was just ecstatic over everything that happened because there was such greatness in it as well, along with some like some of the parts I didn't enjoy. But man, dude, the parts that I did enjoy was seeing Parasite dominate the Oscars, man. Dude, that is epic, and that is a huge milestone, man. And I can't believe that it happened, but I am happy nonetheless. I figured they would win something. But I didn't know what. But for them to walk away with 4, I did not expect that. Also, I really enjoyed Idina Menzel, where she came out and performed a song from Frozen 2, and they invited all of the other Elsas from other countries that voices Elsa in their country to perform the song with her. Not all of them, because there was like 42 countries that done it, but I think it was maybe like 8 or 9 other women on stage with her. I can't remember, but there was a couple women more than a couple, but there was a bunch of women with her on stage, and I really enjoyed that. They had all of these women perform a part of the song in their language from their country, and it was so nice. Moments like that I enjoyed, and the rest of it, like, it felt like they were trying too hard with some of the jokes, what they had the actors do on the stage and everything. Some of it was hit or miss. Some of it hit, some of it missed. It is what it is, and some of it felt a little flat to me. But I was a little perturbed a little bit, maybe because we didn't have that much of black representation. But after watching the whole Oscars and seeing Parasite just dominate, I'm okay with it. I'm fine. I'm fine that we didn't have that much black representation. I'm okay. We had Parasite take it. We had Taika Waititi get a Oscar. We had a whole bunch of women and get an Oscar. So I'm okay with it. I'm fine that there wasn't that much black representation. I'm okay. We only had a couple nominations, but I'm fine with that, man, because just seeing a lot of these women take charge in Parasite, just dominate, that was enough for me, man. I really enjoyed that. We got to see the Maestra. They let for the first time in history, they let a female composer lead the composing part when they were picking for the best score in the picture. And she composed all of the songs, which was lovely and wonderful and historic as well, right along with Parasite it was a historic, monumental night that I really, really enjoyed. And just some of the other stuff, it felt kind of flat for me, but these moments is what I really enjoyed. And huge shout out to them in the in memoriam, showing Kobe and giving that huge shout out to Kobe as well, man. So the Oscar hit some parts, and then like they missed on some parts, but they hit some parts as well. And for me myself, like a plus was getting to see just Margot Robbie epicness and beauty on screen, and her and Charlize Theron, and I feel like I'm gonna butcher her name. Somebody that I'm just like absolutely in love with. So Saoirse Ronan. I feel like I butchered her name. I don't know, but anyway, like I am absolutely in love with this chick, man. So I just kind of wanted to tell you guys that how I felt about the Oscars, and let's dive right into it. And do like a brief recap, man. Oh, we also had Cynthia. I think her name is Cynthia something. I can't remember her last name. Where she came and performed the song from Harriet, the original song, and I actually really enjoyed it. It sounded just as good as it did in the movie with her performing it live. So huge shout out to her. And we also got to see the dude from Pitch Perfect. You remember the guy with the glasses and everything? He rapped and like throughout the middle of the Oscars, he was rapping and he performed and he kind of recapped everything that happened throughout the Oscars, and he was. Dude was good. Dude was on point, man. So I really enjoyed him. And we got to see my boy Eminem perform Lose Yourself, which was epic. And Slim Shady always kills it, man. So let's just do this brief recap, man. I just want to tell you guys how I felt about it and talk about the angel that is Margot Robbie, Charlize Theron, and of course the beautiful Saoirse Ronan. I feel like I butchered her name. Okay, as we all know, Parasite won Best Picture, man. I'm not gonna do like the other list where it shows like the ones that won and lost. Like it shows like the complete list of everybody, because I mean I feel like you guys may have already seen it, so we'll just discuss about the ones that won. So Parasite took Best Picture. I was not expecting that, man. Dude, honestly, when they won the other couple awards, or a couple of Oscars that they got, excuse me, I didn't expect them to win Best Picture. Even Bong Joon-ho didn't expect himself to win Best Picture. They won 3 other Oscars, but he did not expect himself to win Best Picture. And when he done it, and everybody in the whole audience erupted, and I was losing my stuff too, man. I was on the couch watching it. I was like, oh, okay, so they got Best Picture. They're in there for Best Picture, okay. Then they say, and the nominees are da 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 da, and then they went in and was like, and the winner is Parasite. What? I almost flipped the couch over because I was so surprised to see that happen, man. Actor in the leading role, Joaquin Phoenix. Man, okay, man, dude. Joaquin Phoenix's speech was straight epic. This man had me sitting there almost bursting into tears, kind of trying to re-examine myself about what I can do for the planet, because this man and be better as just a human being in general. And man, this man's speech, I guarantee you everybody's going to be talking about this speech, because this speech was just that epic, man. This man brought me to tears. I'm being 100%. This man made me feel some type of way listening to him speak when he was up there giving his speech when he accepted his Oscar. Straight epic. And huge shout out to Joaquin Phoenix, man. Like, I definitely see this dude in a different light, because we knew Joker was that was like his whole kind of like redemption story in Hollywood, because we know he kind of stepped away for a little while, and he even mentioned the fact that I'm hard to work with, and you guys gave me another chance. This man, epic hands down, and this dude, phenomenal, man. Actress in the leading role, we got Renee Zellweger with Judy. I haven't seen Judy, so I can't really kind of weigh in on that at all. But huge shout out to her, and she made a long acceptance speech as well. So huge shout out to her, and her speech was good too. And I totally agree with what she said too, man. Brad Pitt took actor in a supporting role for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dude, I absolutely loved Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, his role was epic, and they showed the scene, and the thing was like, that's not my car, that's my boss's car. So he beat the brakes off, dude. So, and his acceptance speech was nice, man. Actress in a supporting role, Laura Dern for Marriage Story. I really enjoyed Laura Dern in Marriage Story, and I'm gonna be 100%. If it wasn't talked about as much, I believe I wouldn't have watched it. It was one of those movies to me. It felt like if it wasn't like really being talked about like that, or just being mentioned everywhere like that, not like a major movie, if you catch my drift, but if it wasn't just being mentioned and everything like that, I probably wouldn't have watched it. It kind of just probably would have flew under my radar. But I'm glad that it got the publicity that it did, because that made me watch the movie. Animated feature film, Toy Story 4. Let's be real, no disrespect to any of the other movies that was in that category, but we knew it was going to be Toy Story 4. We knew this. Cinematography, 1917. 1917 walked away with actually 3 Oscars as well, so huge shout out to them. They are second place after Parasite. Costume design, Little Women. Directing, Parasite. Come on, man, it's epic. Documentary feature, American Factory, and documentary short, learning to skateboard in a war zone. And I am super sorry, you guys. I can't weigh in on either of those because I haven't watched any of the documentaries that was listed in this in these categories, or the ones that actually won. So I know I can't weigh in on those. Film editing, Ford v Ferrari beat out some of the higher competition. I didn't expect it to win though. I didn't expect Ford v Ferrari to win. I mean, it's film editing, no disrespect, but I didn't expect them to win anything, if I'm being honest. But they won film editing, so huge shout out to them for that, man. International feature, Parasite. It feels so good just to have it roll off your tongue. You're like, Parasite won this, Parasite won this, Parasite won this. So it's epic, man. Makeup and hairstyling, bombshell, and they really emphasized on the Charlize Theron, and let's be real, the makeup in Bombshell was epic. For them to really make her look like Megyn Kelly, that was epic. So hairstyling and makeup done. Joker won music and original score, and the funny thing is, man, that the chick, I didn't mean to say chick, the woman that wrote the score made history winning an Oscar for her being the first woman to win an original score. Come on, man, that was epic, epic. Rocket Man, original song, music score, production design, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, short film, animated, Hair Love. I haven't seen that one either. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not big on short films. Maybe I should watch more, but I haven't. Short film, live action, The Neighbor's Window. Sound editing, Ford v Ferrari won that as well. Sound mixing, 1917. Visual effects, 1917. 1917 didn't win as much as I thought they would. They won it like for a bunch of other stuff, but like the stuff that they won it for is something that is parts that we enjoyed in the actual movie itself. Writing adaptation, Jojo Rabbit, Taika Waititi coming through for the win. Jojo Rabbit got them an Oscar. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love Jojo Rabbit too. And writing an original, Parasite, an original screenplay. Epic, man. Parasite walked away with 4 Oscars, dude. That is epic. That is history in the making, man. And I just kind of wanted to brief recap with you guys and talk about it and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the stuff that I could give you my thoughts and opinions about. And still, it was epic just to see Parasite come in and just demolish everybody, man. It was epic. And, you know, that was one of the highlights of tonight. And, you know, for me, that and seeing Saoirse Ronan, I still feel like I butchered her name. I still feel like I butchered her name. Seeing her was another wonderful highlight because, oh girl, it's just beautiful, man. And I kind of wish she would have won something, man. This is your boy Dick Incredible, man. Don't forget to smash that like button so you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them and subscribe. But only if you really want to, man. Peace out.